They're the team that was the closest to that in Korea over the course of spring. We were really heavily expecting the Kalista. I'm actually boggled that we don't
like
see
you're
it.
saying, Control Wards are just not getting a lot of value so far this game, as OnFleek's going to be able to kill this one here up. And we once again have the game just resetting, much like the blue buff was. That's a good hook though, as Key comes down. That's the Devour, but who's stuck in where with who as the arrow is going to land? Ghost is able to get some shots across, but I have a feeling there are just more Hanwha Life members. It's a decent teleport. Ghost is somehow still alive as Lava picks him off in the end, and Sandbox Gaming have turned it on its head. It's a double kill coming in for Dove, as now Lava wants to try and get something done. He's still got a cleanse flashing forward, but the flash is answered there by Dove, who will land the paddle star. OnFleek wants to find a Q, gets the safeguard forward, lands the Q eventually as he gets it in for the finish, and Sandbox.
How they synergize with the kids and the team comp. Spike now, and they spike hardest, pick up all that poke. Sandbox is getting everything on the map, and this is with Summit returning to top side and Vladimir not there.
And this also illustrates exactly what we were talking about as well. There's the combo from OnFleek. Mugen able to get himself out. He's burning down so quickly, has to go golden. Big investment.
Imminent nightmare.
Well, now you've also got that siege set up here as well. So you've got the Tahm Kench able to say, well, we've got the late game, guys. Let's power forward. It's going to be more and more difficult as this game goes on. Mugen dives on forward. Summit not going to get knocked up, but he's put inside the Cataclysm. I don't think he's going to have the dash in time. He does! As there's Tal. The flash forward has to be there from Key, and Summit is not going to survive. But how long can he last? The Kingslayer keeps him alive for that little bit longer, but eventually...
All of Hanwha Life's control wards at top side. Trying to stop Baron, which spawns in 15 seconds. I say deep teleport from Tal. They're looking for the all-in here, a Hanwha Life.
Yep, Sungyun's waiting for that arrow as well. It does fly forward. It's going to be Summit that's nailed by it as Mugen just sacrificed himself. Great kick on the back end there from OnFleek to keep the Vladimir out of the fight, as Joker is going to go very, very low. The Silas is eventually traded, as that's a really late pull, but it is just late enough. Lava turns up, and Hanwha are finding their team fight. Safeguard gets OnFleek out, but it's not going to
target, and Sandbox a little bit confused about who to focus on in that. Both AD carries need time. They're both Hurricane AD carries.
Tal almost has his Hemo Plague back up again. Hook is going to go wide as is. That's the synergy between Key and Sungyun. If one misses, the other misses as well. That's how bottom lane synergy is avoided by Key. There's Arrow, it's going to come down again. This one's going to land true. That's 3 people inside the Cataclysm. Great Hemo Plague there as well. Mugen may not even die for this one. Joker eventually falls, as now the Realm Warp is going to get them in there. In goes Tal. It's a double for the Vladimir. Yep, Volley's going to tag Summit, who doesn't want to give this one away without a fight. It's going to be the Vladimir that takes down the Mountain Drake. Invests. That smite is OnFleek. He's burning down, and Key grabs it with the Ignite.
Hanwha Life could just keep walking up. They didn't actually care.
As the Cataclysm Ghost immediately has to flash. They're going to take that as the Realm Warp is actually taken from Lava. He's going to get a follow-up Cataclysm from Summit, who hijacked it. Who's going to go golden to keep himself alive? Spectal and the amount of damage that he can do. Half the health bar now on the Baron, as it has been started up. Hawkshot spots it. As now Mugen, he's going to have to sacrifice himself for this 50-50. Tal gets his way forward. Grey health there for Joker's Hemo Plague. Does come in. Lava's kicked into the Baron pit. So much damage from Summit in amongst all of the backline as OnFleek finishes it off. Gets the kill on the jungler. Finds the mid laner as well as Sungyun. Is the next one to get punished, and Tal is zoned completely out of this battle. Triple kill for the Lee Sin of all people.
So it's already decided.
Yeah, and then Sungyun has to just see his death as he goes golden for basically no reason. Baron is going to fall, another Drake is going to be there. And now Sandbox, we mentioned their ability to siege earlier on. With the Baron buff, it only gets even better from here, and 10,000 gold is where it's just ballooned to in a very short period of time. Hanwha were managing to hold on for so long, and now it feels like we've got to that gigantic lead that almost feels insurmountable.
And it was at the part of the game where we thought Hanwha Life's team fighting would just take over, but they just can't get things that resemble team fights, Atlas. They're not getting the 5v5s, honestly, in open lanes. So good setups from Sandbox. They're going to take down 2 inhibitors pretty trivially.
Oh my goodness, so much damage out from that Paddle Star. Dash Cannon in there as well from Dove is just softened up 2 members. They have to go back to the fountain as now 2 inhibitors are down. That's the engagement. Tal does throw down the Hemo Plague, and he's just going to get popped. That Trouble Bubble was so damn good. The kickback there as OnFleek grabs his next kill in a row. This guy is so aggressive. Summit throws out his enchanted crystal arrow, and it feels like it's just for fun as the Nexus is now being targeted. The Rise evaporates, the Jarvan is going to follow suit, and Sandbox, out of nowhere, explode the game wide open and take. Akali Sylas is certainly a lot of chaos that you can provide in a lot of these team fights, but the identity for Sandbox has changed a little bit despite having going to win in those opening bouts of damage. Okay.
Continues to push up. The
Shuriken backflip not landing there is actually very important for Lava, who could have taken way more damage than that. And speaking of which, Bono's coming up. Tal was actually trying to bait the Rune Prison. Is very late, but it's working out pretty well here for Hanwha. The ward goes down. That's first blood going to Bono. And the Gragas can now... Lava does, and that means this Ocean Drake is going to go down at 7.5 minutes. And if you ever want an Ocean Drake, it is as equal, most likely. Shelly going down very low. Is it at 500 health? It was stolen by Summit. The Rek'Sai is going to go down, so the kills are in favor of Hanwha.
Trying to patrol this one. They're going to give it up.
Yep. Dove comes on down. Summit grabs it. The Abscon not quite going to be there as Lava's looking for it. Doesn't actually decide to pull the trigger on the knock-up as Windwall is in a weird position. There's a knock-up onto Joker as Dove dives on forward. He bends his own ultimate to take down the Yasuo. Tal now in trouble as a teleport is coming in. Tal has to flash, but does get himself out. Sangyun, that's an opening with the ultimate as Dove does go golden. Is he actually going to survive though as Summit needs another Kingslayer? The Rakan is going to go down as there's a Rek'Sai that makes his way back in, and the Hail of Blades triple kill to be followed.
Oh yeah, because it was a 60 health Q from the Sylas that led to the Rift Herald being picked up, and now they're just going, packing up, finding whoever they can kill.
Yep, Grand Entrance comes in, there's the last breath, but Ghosty's free hitting. Lava takes so much damage, the barrel is going to come back, but OnFleek finds his way in. This is a Rek'Sai though, and he's pretty squishy at this stage. Sangyun's limping away, Lava's limping away, Ghost really wants to try and get... Wasn't actually able to pick up on the recall as Sangyun did get back a little bit earlier, but they are going to... Oh, that is a great rotation.
Exactly. Keeping the minion alive means that even just a 3-minion wave is enough to take down the
supposed to. And look at that turret plating gold advantage that they picked up just by reading the game better. I mean, at this point, Papa Smithy, this one is feeling about as over as it can be. 8,000 gold to lead at 18 minutes into this game. Dove's going to get knocked up, but he's inside his shroud. Feeling pretty comfy. OnFleek not wanting to get too much more. Ring around the rosies happening, but eventually does go down.
It feels like all of them are just laughing at Hanwha Life this game.
Yeah. How many Hanwha Life members do you need to actually have an idea of what it is? So I'm feeling the pain regardless of whether you say it. Thank you very much.
Speaking of pain,
we found the last breath. That is a dead Rek'Sai.
Say BMW. It said BMC.
It's Bono's first game. Come on, we're going to have a few missteps. There's a got a Cloud Drake. Stop them from getting into this alone. 2,000 gold. Now they're going to burst it. And Hanwha say that they can't get in. That was beautiful. Max range on the Q doesn't find anyone, but it's a fair bit of damage now down onto this inner turret. Ghost able to get into auto range. That is going to be the turret brute force with the help of that siege minion. Another inner turret is going to buy the dust, and minion wave is slowly going to push back for them. Another ultimate to fly forward, but this one isn't going to be the start of any 5 Blade Call there from Sangyun, but he is so low. He just can't get into auto range onto anyone, and Dove in the meantime is on the bottom side of the map, causing another ruckus. Summit comes in, steals another ultimate. He's been cycling through all of them this game and using them mainly just to be annoying, and it's working.
Absolutely. I'm tilted for Hanwha Life. Yeah. How strong this Sylas is. He's got a round warp now.
Yep. One after the other as Sandbox have moved towards that top side as well. It was the Abyssal Voyage that got Ghost and Joker up there. This inner turret is going to go down. The inhibitor turret isn't going to be regenning anywhere near fast enough to get things to move back towards some sort of normalcy here for Hanwha Life. They are just slowly but surely losing this game. They need to find a miracle fight. They need to find it fast, otherwise they just naturally lose this game.
But Atlas, they need all 5 people to be together to get a miracle fight, and they're still being separated. The 1-3-1 here.
Do you see Ghost damage there on the top side of the map as well as the tower falls down bottom side? Tal getting taken down to half health, but half health is the margin for the bottom lane here for Hanwha Life, who are desperately trying to defend. Dove now solo in the mid lane, and the inhibitor is dealt with there as Summit. He just demands too much respect. Hanwha now with 2 turrets left remaining is of the inhibitor variety that they need to try and protect, and Summit's going to say that they're going to need to protect their Nexus turrets as well.
Will he find a way to use that Yasuo ult is the biggest question we have left in this series.
Yep, he is. He's going to do it right then as Bono is going to go golden. He sees his death in amongst 5 members of Sandbox Gaming. And he's probably going to see the end of this game as well because the whole base is erupting. Another quickness to come in from Summit. He's just having the best time this game on this Silas.
Someone stop this man. He's just stealing everything, and Hanwha Life is so far behind. They're so poor.
I've never seen someone get this hijacked as he's diving on forward, gets everyone charmed up. As there's the Void Wrath on Fleek is going to go golden. He should eventually fall down as Joker. Has to utilize his Grey Health, but the Nexus turret's going to be taking him down. The rest of Sandbox looking for more as now Dove has to go into his Zonya's Hourglass and eventually does actually manage to survive. Kingslayer doing some work there from Summit, but that's called throwing away your life, and Sandbox fighting off a little bit more than they can chew. This victory lap was taken slightly too early. Dove is able to pick up one. Does have key, potentially able to aggro to minion.
It hit one time onto the cannon, and then it was at least 15 in the game around Hanwha Life's decision.
Yeah, if Hanwha Life had a Maokai on their team, he would also be a pseudo frontline this game, probably. They are just that far behind. But there's another 2 super minion waves coming on in, and Sandbox are just waiting for those minions to deal with these turrets. Summit does have that quickness once again, gets back in with the abscond. He's going to use the ultimate, but he's going to use it late as he goes golden. Blast Breath is going to come down. He hasn't died just yet. Dove goes golden as well. The Kingslayer seems to be doing so much work. How does he survive for so damn long as Tal is not going to? The Nexus dies as well, and Sandbox makes quick work of Hanwha Life 2-0. In spring, they were making bad Baron calls. But guys, here is the MVP interview, so let's throw it over to G-Sun for some translation.
행복하게 시작을 했는데요. 오늘 MVP 서밋 선수 도부 선수 모실게요. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 저희가 시작 전에 온플릭 선수의 그 나 엄청 잘한 것 같아 이 보이스 얘기를 하다가
There was a mic check saying that I did freaking good, so I was a little bit zoned out at the beginning of the interview, but it's really cool to see the new jerseys on you guys.
마음에 드시나요?
Like it? Yes, I do. What about you, Dove?
마음에 들어요, 좀.
I like it. Yes, I like it.
더 산뜻해졌다는 생각도 들고 화사해진 기분이
It looks
듭니다.
good on you guys.
오랜만에 롤파크에 오셔서 경기를 하셨는데
So,
어떠셨어요?
how did you spend your off season?
그래서 좀 오랜만이다 보니까 조금
Well, it has been a while, so I was a little bit nervous,
괜찮은 것 같아요.
but it was all
네, 오늘
okay.
정말 좋은 경기력 보여주셨고요. 도부 선수에게 여쭐게요.
What about you, Dove?
치렀는데,
Well, this is your first game of the summer split, but you guys are actually in the lead in terms of a match record
번이요.
네.
up against Hanwha Life Esports.
스프링 때 전적이 워낙 하나생명 상대로 좋았어서
자신
Well,
있었는데
yes, I was confident,
그래도
but
첫판 개막전이다
because
보니까
it was our
긴장을 많이
first
하고
game
있는데
of the summer split, I was a little bit nervous, but it's really happy that we were able to pick up such a great result.
스프링 때 성적이 아쉽다 이런 얘기도 샌드박스
But
선수들의
some of
인터뷰에서 많이
the
나왔어요.
Sandbox players said they're a little bit sad about the result of the spring split. But that was actually the first split in LCK. You guys made it to the playoffs, so
선수들끼리는 아쉬운 점이 많았던 건가요?
were you guys how are you feeling about the result of the spring split? Well, we did really well during the regular split, but we were actually underperforming during the postseason, so it was not really that satisfying. Then, what was the focal point during the preparation for the summer split? Well, we just want to be coming back with precise plays and fight better in skirmishes. Game 1, you were dominating the game on Silas. You kind of outplayed even in the laning phase. Is it about the Silas or your playstyle? Well, I had a really good matchup, and I just tried some of the aggressive plays and it worked out really well. You even picked up a solo kill. How did you calculate that? Well, I just...
이제 이미 피를 많이
Well, you actually did a lot of damage in advance, right? I mean, just simply, I just went in and killed it. Nice play.
정확하게 스킬 활용 어떤 식으로 했는지 들어볼 수 있을까요?
How was your skill combo, right?
지금
Like,
생각도 잘 안 나는데 그냥
I don't really remember it.
그냥 막 누른
Well, just I was hitting all the keyboards and all the keys, QWR.
네, 정말 좋은 장면 나왔습니다. 네, 그리고 이야기 안 해볼 수 없겠죠. 바론 때
And I also want to ask you about this hijacked Cataclysm at the Baron teamfight. You was actually holding that on for a long time.
쿨타임을 좀 많이 돌리는.
I mean, I wasn't really aware of that. I just trying to use all my ultimates whenever it's on cooldown. So I was lucky to use the Jarvan's ultimate over there.
샌드박스가 스프링 때는 좀 무모하게 교전하는 면이 없죠.
Well, some people
스타일이 좀 바뀐 게 아니냐,
actually
이런
say
얘기도
that
나오고
you guys are
있거든요.
overly
무슨
aggressive
생각하시나요?
in the spring split, but I think you guys
저는
really
스프링
stepped up
때랑 거의 비슷하게 하고
I
있는
think
것 같아서
we
다른
remain
느낌은
the
못
same.
봤던 것 같아요.
compared to the spring
그럼
split.
선수들이 뭔가 정체적으로 기량이 올라와서 더 그래 보이는 게 아닌가.
I guess maybe it's about
그런 것
improved performance of
자, 그리고
a single
이
players,
세트에서는
right?
선수 아칼리
Yes, it is.
드셨는데 어제도 아칼리가
In game 2, you
나왔거든요.
played Akali.
아칼리가 너프가 됐음에도
Yesterday,
불구하고 여전히
Akali
플레이
also
가능하다고
showed up in
보시나요?
LCK, despite its
칼리가
recent
근데
nerfs.
이제 너프 먹어서 OP 챔에서는 약간
Well,
벗어난
because of
느낌이라서
the
잘안
consecutive
쓰다가
nerfs, it is not an OP
두 번째
champion,
판에서는
but
딱 각이다
in game
해가지고
2,
그냥
we had a
픽했던 것
bad
같아요.
situation to play
됐어요.
Akali, and the game went
자기가
quite
하셨다고
well.
했는데 어떤 각을 보셨습니까?
What kind of situation was it?
상대가 야수하고 그라가스
the
먼저
opponent
픽을 했는데
Locked in Yasuo
그냥
Graga's
그거
composition.
각인 것 같았어요.
So I thought this
네,
is the best
느낌이
situation for
딱
me to play
들었어요.
Akali. I got the
그러면
feeling.
오늘 야스오 그라가스 나올 거라고 예상은 어느 정도
Then did you
하셨나요?
expect the Yasuo Gragas coming from Hanwha Esports?
솔직히 예상 못했어요. 예상 못했는데
Honestly, no.
그냥 저는
But,
일단 우픽이니까
Well,
우픽이면
I was
뭘
able to
픽하든
just last
더
pick it,
좋게 할수
so
있을 거라고
I was
생각해서 뭐가
feeling
나와도
that
괜찮다고 생각했어요.
it doesn't really matter
네,
because
그럼
I will be
예상하지
able
못한
to just
픽이었고
kind of
조금
bring some
당황하셨을
counter
적도
picks, so it was
한데
okay.
상대를 잘해주셨어요. 경기 시작 전에 어떤 식으로
Then what
플레이해야겠다고
kind of
스스로
feedbacks
전략을 짠 게 있었나요?
Went back and forth before going into
라인전
game
세게
after the draft.
하자. 라인전 최대한 세게 하자.
Well, let's just
말고는 없었던 것 같아요.
let's just get
네,
some strong
정말
laning
정말
phase
라인전
as hard as
세게
we can.
가져가면서 그라시아스 잘 잡아냈습니다. 그리고 서밋 선수 경기가
Summit,
끝나고
after game,
코치님께서 이제 살짝
comments.
스킨십을 하고 가는 모습이 잡히기도
Is
했어요.
the comment
어떤
like
의미였나요?
giving a touch on you?
약간
What does that mean?
건 알겠지만 약간 까불지 마라 약간.
It was like, I know you're good, but don't be too bossy, okay?
오늘
It was
약간
like,
공자랑하고
be
네네.
humble.
이런 거랑 연결이 됐던 거죠.
네, 좀 과감하게 하는 모습에서 좀 연결이 되지 않았나.
Well, maybe I was a little bit aggressive today. That's why.
플레이 어떻게 보셨나요?
What about Summit's play today,
서밋
Dog?
선수는
Summit is
대회 때는 거의 다 잘해주는 것 같아요.
at competitive
그냥
games.
오늘도
He's always
잘하는
really
것
good.
같아요.
Today as well.
잘할만 했다고 좀 보시나요?
What about his
할만한 것 같아요.
hijacked ultimates?
잘했어요.
I think he did really well.
네, 팀원들 모두 서밋 선수 오늘 정말 잘했다고 생각할 것 같고요. 도부 선수도 정말 좋은 모습 보여주셨습니다. 자, 이제 서머가 시작이
So, the
됐습니다.
summer split
각오
has
말씀 들어볼게요.
Begun.
첫 경기를 잘 시작한 것 같아서 되게 좋고.
I'm really happy that we were able to pick up this great result on the first match of the summer split. I just wanna do my best
네,
to
응원하도록
achieve
하겠습니다.
better results
그리고
compared to the spring split.
팀적으로는 아무래도 플레이오프 롤드컵 진출 목표겠지만 도부 선수의
So,
개인적인
Dog, what
목표도
is your personal goal of the split?
목표는 스프링
My goal
때보다는 더 좋은 성적을
is getting better results than spring split.
순위를 끌어올리는 데 집중하고 싶으신
So I
거예요.
just want to climb up
네,
higher
알겠습니다.
in
자,
terms of
팬 여러분
rankings.
오늘 와주셔서 정말 감사하고요. 서밋 선수, 도부 선수에게
Thank you
다시
very
한번
much for
큰
this
박수
interview.
부탁드릴게요.
And I'm gonna pass it back to our casters.
네, 오늘
Thank
인터뷰
you.
감사합니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
Thank you so much, Ji-sun, for your translation. It was great to hear from the solo
네,
lanes
중계선
of
연결할게요.
such a dominant solo lane team.